Hello guys, welcome back for a full DIY bedroom makeover. We are doing the most in this space this week, and if you've been around my channel for a while, then you probably already recognize where we're at. But if you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Megan. I love to share all things homemaking here on my channel, which recently has been a lot of outdoor projects. We've been focused on getting our backyard summer ready and just completely reworking that space. But we're coming inside this week. My oldest daughter is graduating from elementary school and going into middle school. So over the last few months, especially, Kinsley has been heavily hinting, basically outright asking for an updated bedroom makeover. She's just feeling like this room has become so eclectic that it feels cluttered and chaotic, and also like the walls are kind of closing in on her a little bit, and it is the smallest room of the house with probably the most furniture in it. So I can totally understand where that's coming from, how she's feeling, and also just in general that she wants to say a loving goodbye to the elementary Kinsley and focus on welcoming the middle school Kinsley. And so I'm happy to oblige. I'm going to walk you through what we think that's going to look like and some of the new design elements in the direction that we're going to be taking this space in just a few minutes. But first, we really need to get all of this furniture out. Okay, the moment of truth. I've got this part of the room emptied so I can pull down the wall blush. This is a peel and stick wallpaper. I installed it almost 4 years ago. It has been stuck to the wall, never peeled off. The corners have never started curling up, nothing. And it claims to be damage free and fully renter friendly. So even though we don't rent here, we're about to put that to the test and see if it truly is damage free and if it peels off of these walls the way that it's supposed to. I feel like they definitely live up to the claim of being damage-free, removable, renter-friendly. You can see here where this first panel was installed, the decal damage stops right there. So this was a whole panel with no damage behind it, and it left no damage when I removed it. Really all the damage occurred on the edges of where this decal had been patched up before, which I kind of expected because this was pretty unfinished to begin with. But you can just see some of the paint peeled in these areas, and I plan to just use a sanding block. First a scraper, scrape off all of those edges sticking out, and then a sanding block to sand it smooth. It's honestly nothing like I was expecting. I'm happy with this. I'm not gonna have to do any major repairs before I start on the new accent wall. It's not setting me back any, and I feel like that's a big thumbs up. 10 out of 10, would highly recommend Wall Blush, and they are the brand that we're going to be using as part of this new feature wall. I think I know what I want it to look like, but I'm having a hard time getting the full picture in my head, so I think I'm going to log on to Milanote and just create a mood board really quick to help me put those pieces together to get a visual of what the outcome should be. At least for me, I know that if I can catch the vision, I can make it happen. So huge shout out, thank you to Milanote for partnering with me and sponsoring this portion of today's video. And let's go log into that account, create the mood board, and let me show you what the new aesthetic is going to be. Okay, so here I am at my desk space, looking at my computer, looking at Kinsley's new bedroom, and I'm really excited to share it with you because every time I share a makeover like this, I get a lot of questions about what is my process like. like, how do I come up with these ideas and how do I know they're going to look good? And Milanote has been a huge part of that for me, especially with this bedroom makeover for Kinsley. And so I thought the best way that I could do this is just to share my screen with you, show you what I'm looking at, and walk you through the process of how I conceptualized this makeover, caught the vision, and then how I plan to see it through to completion. So without further ado, here is Kinsley's new bedroom. Obviously, we're here in my Milanote account, and you can see that we are going to have a very minimal, clean aesthetic. We're going to strip back all of that clutter and just focus on bringing Kinsley's current personality to life through her bedroom space. And so I started with a pre-made template just to simplify this process for me and allow me to focus my creativity on other things. Now, because we're keeping things so minimal, I wanted an accent feature wall to still add in some visual interest and personality into the space. That started with a new wall blush pattern. This is called Ollie. I thought this was so fun and trendy, but most importantly, it just screams Kinsley to me, and I wanted to incorporate it somehow without it being a full wall that would overwhelm the space. And so I thought, how about we just cut it with a board and batten accent? The next step is let's solidify the color story. So Kinsley's existing wall color is called Vanilla Steam by Valspar, and I did not want to repaint the entire room for both time constraints and budget restraints, so I needed to make sure that was going to complement the wallpaper. I was able to bring in a color swatch of that Vanilla Steam and then use the color code swatches from Milanote to zoom in and pull out each of the individual colors that are in this wallpaper, since it is kind of multi-tonal or multicolored, and see this light color and medium and dark next to the Vanilla Steam and know that that was going to work and it would create a beautiful neutral base. So once I saw these two things together, I was able to kind of add in a note that we are going to be using the Vanilla Steam, and make sure I reminded myself that it's currently in a satin sheen so that I get something that's cohesive, but then also add in the product link to this wallpaper, knowing that we were good to go in ordering this. From there, I did want some accents because while this is a beautiful neutral base, it's very neutral and I didn't want it to fall flat. So we're going to do that with some textiles. I was able to add in Kinsley's new curtain, new sheets, and a new bed frame. We're going to be adding in an upholstered bed frame to this space that you're going to see later. But the punch of color was this gorgeous periwinkle powder baby blue that Kinsley has been loving lately. We ordered her some cotton sheets in this color, and so I was able to add in another color swatch and customize that to the color of the sheets to make sure that it would still complement all these neutrals and not pull too cool toned, which I was worried about. There is another accent color here. We have some pillowcases with Hedwig on them, and Kinsley really wanted to keep them. She loves Harry Potter and she didn't want that to disappear from her space. But in Hedwig's mouth is a parcel, and she's also carrying a broom in some of these images, and those are more in the orange color family, and so I was able to use another swatch here, pull out that exact color, see it up close, and pair it next to the blue and see that this all works together. So here we have overall the vibe of Kinsley's new room. I love it. It feels very Kinsley, and we're ready to make it happen. So here I've kind of set up this weekly planner task list to keep myself organized and on track to finish this project to completion in a timely manner. So right here up front, I have some really important notes for myself, and then from there I've broken down this project into 3 manageable kind of bite-sized pieces. So we have our demo, which we already did. You saw me remove all the existing furniture and decor and also the wallpaper, and I thought I might have to patch some damage to the wall. So I added in a link to my favorite quick dry spackle in case I needed to do any wall repairs. Thankfully I didn't, but it was there if I needed it. And then we're also going to be doing the DIY cutting and installing the panels, finishing trim, caulking, painting for the wainscoting, and then also installing the new wallpaper. And there are a couple of products that I could see myself either running out of or needing to go purchase. So those are the brad nails for my brad nailer and the quick dry caulk that I prefer to use. And so I just have these product links here just in case I don't have enough of it or need to get more. And then of course we're gonna finish up by decorating, assembling the new furniture, adding back existing furniture, and creating a creative corner for Kinsley. And then finish up this project with a reminder to list any unused furniture and decor on Facebook Marketplace to recoup project costs. This is vital to helping me stay on budget. And then donate all of the items that don't hold immediate resale value, because we don't want them to end up back in the space just cluttering and muddying up the vision. But I would urge you that if you like what you see here and you have some upcoming projects within your home or even within your work, definitely check out Milanote. I'll have a link down in my description box. You can click that link and sign up for a free Milanote account to start creating projects in your life today. So click that link, sign up for your free Milanote account, but let's go ahead and get into this DIY accent wall.
If somebody told me that love wasn't real, what kind of a feeling am I starting to feel when I want you so? Why are you so cold? When I'm around you, I want to let go. Lost in your eyes when we're moving too close, and the love we found got me upside down. And I'm gonna be with you for as long as you want, for as long as your heartache's gone. But it's a razor's edge we're standing on tonight. In a sharpened state, we're falling in love tonight. If you want my love and feel the same as I, it's a razor's edge we're standing on close to a second, we can lose it all. When lights are in motion, we're ready to fall. When I want you so, why are you so cold? 'Cause when I'm around you, I want to let go. Lost in your eyes when we're moving too close, and the love we found got me upside down. And I'm gonna be with you for as long as you want, for as long as your heartache's gone. But it's a razor's edge we're standing on tonight. In a sharpened state, we're falling in love tonight. If you want my love and feel the same as I, it's a razor's edge we're standing on
So I got really lucky at Home Goods the other day and found this rug for her. I was actually worried a little bit about keeping the other rug in this space. It's beautiful and it's neutral for sure, but the new bed frame that you're gonna see here in a minute is kind of like a lighter gray color, and so I wanted something that would pull that in, and I felt like as warm as that jute rug was, it would not have complemented as well as it could. But I was browsing through the rugs, and actually in this section where like there's pre-rolled rugs instead of the hanging ones, I found this one, and it's gorgeous. It's got a couple of different tones of blue in it, and it's got that gray to accent the bed frame, and I think it's just going to be perfect. And who would have thought that of all of those rugs, it was the only 6x9 size. Felt like it was meant to be. So obviously this is the new bed frame that she's got going on in here, and I knew that she wanted an upholstered bed frame, and she just wanted the space to feel cozy through color and accents and material, organic textures, things like that, without feeling cluttered and overwhelmed by all of the decor and furniture that she had before. So an upholstered bed frame was definitely the way to go, and I was searching all over the internet trying to find the perfect one for her that would fit in this space without taking up literally the entire room. I found this on Facebook Marketplace for just a couple $100s. It was almost 3-hour drive away from us, but Derek and I arranged a babysitter, packed into the car, and went to get it like the day after I found it, because it was worth it to get the exact thing that we were looking for such a good price. So now that we have it here, I know I would repurchase at full price, but I am glad that I was able to find a deal and stay on budget for the total room makeover. So I am going to go ahead and assemble the bed and then make the bed, but I'm not gonna make you sit there with me through the assembly process. So I think we'll just do one of these numbers. How perfect is this? It is so nice, so comfortable, so pretty, the perfect height, and Kinsley's Lull mattress fits in here perfectly. How many times can I say perfect? I also did order some new sheets from Lull for this little makeover. This color blue is just absolutely perfect. It's called Plain Air. And my favorite thing about the Lull sheets is that they have labels in here for long side and short side, so you never get mixed up. And we don't do top sheets just because it's easier, but I did find this really soft, kind of light blanket. It is a full size, which is the size of Kinsley's mattress. And I'm going to put that in place of a top sheet, just in case in the summer it gets too hot for her to use her duvet. She'll have this to keep her cozy. Kinsley got these Kitsch pillowcases. They're a Harry Potter collab. They have Hedwig on them, and they're really good for her hair type, so we're not going to be replacing these, but thankfully the gray and like this orangish color complement the bedding and the wallpaper really well. Welcome to the other side of Kinsley's room, where we are going to try to fit her desk. To give her a little bit of extra storage and also a place for some decor over in her creative corner, I thought that I would put some shelves on this wall up here. Now I had full intentions of DIYing some floating shelves, but then I was at TJ Maxx the other day and they had a really good selection of wall hanging shelves. I actually came across this one. It was only $20, and once I had priced out how much it would cost me to get all of the materials to make some professional looking floating shelves, it would have been more than $20. So it was more cost effective to buy this.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough for you. I wish you could be happy, happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie, lie, lie. LA made you crazy, crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more, no, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can't afford. This is goodbye, bye, bye. LA made you crazy, crazy, yeah, yeah. I see your stories and I can't believe all the people you meet. Think you belong with everybody else, but you belong with me. And there's nothing I can do, cause you don't see straight when it comes to her. No, she's gonna eat you up whole and spit you out, and then you'll be free. Every piece. I wish you could be happy.
And just like that, we have a middle school Kinsley. This is so emotional. It's crazy, but I think this room is beautiful. I'm very proud of it. I love the way that it came together, and I think Kinsley's really going to love it as well, which is the most important part of this. Everything about it just screams Kinsley to me, and I'm so happy with all of these design choices, and so thankful to Millenote for partnering with me on today's video and providing the perfect platform to be able to actually visualize before starting on a DIY project. But thank you so much to Millenote for partnering with me on today's video and helping me to welcome middle school Kinsley into this new era. Don't forget to check out my description box where you can find the link to sign up for your Millenote account and start creating the mood boards and task lists and all of the things to keep you on track with your DIY projects and home design renovations. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.